There's no time like the present. So, yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. So, these are going to be my universal splits if I ever decide to run this game outside of 96 tracks, which I don't know if I ever will. But we will fucking see. Have to give me a minute to get into the swing of Mario Kart. I haven't played Mario Kart in a hot minute. Yeah, we're getting new Mario Kart, so I thought, screw it, why not? It's like we might as well celebrate. And also Mario Kart's a not really, but can be a chill run. Mario Kart's never a chill speedrun. Tell me the last time you played Mario Kart and it was chill. But also, I haven't run 96 tracks in forever. Fuck you, man. Oh my god. Go fuck yourself. But unlike everyone else on the internet right now, I'm actually going to enjoy my time. And I'm actually going to be excited. What is this split? I'm actually going to be excited for Mario Kart World. I'm going to be excited for the Switch too. Yeah, that was quite bad. That was quite bad. No. Okay. So, I'm going to announce something like really cool. I'm going to do something with the YouTube channel. Now, we all know that I have a YouTube channel. I post there very irregularly. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop making, like, the formal content. I might even just, like, not post on YouTube and just use YouTube as a platform for PBs. But I'm more talking about TikTok, right? I'm going to be using TikTok to kind of talk about cool things of speedrunning, like just any game. Mainly the Nintendo franchises, but any game. And I'm also going to be using it for less formal content. So less of this, oh, this is why this is used for whatnot. Kind of just going to talk like, oh, this is something cool that I found in Pokemon speedrunning. Be more of my personality, I guess, in the videos. I don't really know. But in hopes that, you know, maybe we could actually get a more expressive version of me. And also, there's so many cool things in speedrunning that I just like to talk about, but I just don't get the chance to. It's actually pretty dope. But for now, we focus on this. Probably the first thing I'll ever talk about is, you know, the whole drop the price thing. So that's big. That's a big talking point. Also, the whole Pokemon Scarlet and Violet speedrun boards. And how, like, we're entering a new console generation. Like, we haven't had one of these in 7 years. And it's gonna be big. Okay. What I definitely think we need in Live Split, this is like a very big component that I think we need, is we need a component that does the following. Subsplits of subsplits. Or sub-subsplits, if you will. Basically, you take... Oh my god. You take subsplits, because, you know, those are a thing. You know, I'm using them right now. And you make it so you can have a subsplit within a subsplit. So, for example, I have a subsplit for 48 tracks, as you can see right here. The first 48 tracks of the game. However, I would like a sub-subsplit of... what's it called? Each individual cup. So, I'd have the Mushroom Cup as a sub-subsplit to 48 tracks. Or I'd have Lucky Cat Cup in a sub-subsplit to 96 tracks or 48 tracks DLC. It's very windy. It was very nice today outside, and now it's just become all terrible and windy. It's very windy. It's still quite nice weather, though. You gotta admit, it's still quite nice weather. Or at least I have to. Oh. Actually, not a bad. It's actually not a bad Swamp Ruins. Oh, that's poppycock. I think that's very close to my Mushroom Cup PB. It's very close. But we're doing 96 tracks to hopefully beat my PB, which I think is 317 or something like that. I don't really know what it is. It's on YouTube. Goal is to just beat it. No. Okay. Sick. No. I started to shoot the noise for a red shell, and I was like, oh damn, that's not gonna end well. And then I realized that we're playing no items, so I don't know where I heard that sound. It's very... Something that I hate right now is that it's very tempting to just become a Mario speedrunner. Because I enjoy the Mario games so much. Like, I'm a variety speedrunner. At least that's what I claim to be. But I enjoy so many of the Mario games. It's not even funny. I enjoy speedrunning Mario so much more than Pokemon right now. In fact, just in the past, like, year or two. It's so weird, but, like, it's true. And it's sad. The harsh reality is that Pokemon as a speed franchise takes so much more prep and learning. Like, granted, it's not as execution heavy and is more of like a mind game focus, but it's like, I don't know what it is. The Mario games, they're so much more lively, especially like the Wii U games, like not Toad's Hopper, like Mario Kart 8 and whatnot. like, it's just so much more fun, I guess is the word. Like, this is crazy. This right here. And I'm not sitting mashing through like 3 hours of text and cutscenes and doing a few fights that could go poorly. Like, it's kind of hard to pass something like this up. Like, I'll run a game every once in a while. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay. I'll run a Pokemon game every once in a while, but it's like, it's not something I'm main focusing on, and like, there's no game that I'm really deep diving into. Like, maybe, it's like, maybe at some point, like when ZA comes out later down the line, I look at that, but I'm looking at Mario and I'm looking at Zelda, and like, they're just so much more appealing. And even with games like Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment coming soon, like, those are the games I want to be playing, and everything else just kind of gets cast to the side. It's like that old meme of Clash Royale, and it's like that train image where it's like, you got the one guy sitting on the one side staring into a wall, and you got that one guy who's looking at the other window and he's seeing like bright greenery. And the meme is like people who still play Clash Royale versus people who don't play Clash Royale, I guess. And it's like, that's kind of how Pokemon feels. I'm not gonna lie. Pokemon kind of feels like that right now. Which is why I think variety suits me so well. Like, if you know me, you know I really cannot stick to one game. Like, there's not one game that I can grind forever. However, I can play. Also, these guys, these fish, they're in Mario Kart World. I'd just like to point out. Anyway, sorry. I was getting sidetracked. It's like playing things like Zelda and Mario, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart, what's the fucking word? Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and Legend ZA. They all look like promising games. I want to play them all. Maybe not the Donkey Kong one, but I'd like to. I won't be able to afford all of them because of frickin' Nintendo. And obviously, we're talking about Nintendo here. They're probably not going to drop their prices because there's probably a reason for that. And that's fine. But it's like, you've got all these games that I want to play, but I don't play any casually either. And it's just really annoying. But like, all these games look more appealing than Pokemon right now. I've not found a Pokemon game that I don't have to... That's not like completely full text-based mashing with a couple of fights. Like, Legends ZA does look promising with the whole day-night thing. But it's so... like, I don't know. These other games just seem so much better, and it's so not fair. Like, if we could have Pokemon kart racing or something like that, great. Give me, like, something. Oh, fuck you. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Actually, no, I do know how to put it. What are you doing? Okay. Pokemon just seems like a dead thing for a speed game, and seems like not fun. It's not fun, and I feel like I have to force myself to play Pokemon. And speedrunning And streaming shouldn't be that way. I shouldn't have to force myself to play a game. Oh, crap. I should be at a point in speedrunning where I can go, that game looks cool. I like that. Maybe I've played it casually, maybe I haven't. We'll see. And it's like, I want to speedrun that. I'm gonna learn it. And not... It's Pokemon. I kind of know how to speedrun it. It's not that fun. But I want to run Pokemon. Like, I don't know. And I think the Switch 2 era of games is going to be something. I think the Switch 2 is going to bring... Because Nintendo games recently, we have Mario Odyssey, we have Zelda, and all those franchises, and they're all kind of in their own loop, where it's explore a world, find things, and whatnot. But I feel like, for example, Mario Kart World, Mario Kart has always just been a basic driving game, with racing and items, with unique tracks and kart combinations and whatnot. However, we're entering Mario Kart World, and we're getting, like, really unique knockout modes. We're getting... I don't know anything about the battle mode, if there's anything that's been announced. We're getting open world maps, exploration. And there's so many ideas for speedrunning that could come into that. And things that could make a run really unique. Things like Donkey Kong Bonanza, like... There's so much more that Nintendo can do with the more power that the Switch 2 has. And games will look really good on 60 frames. Like, the problem with 120 frames is that I can't stream 120 frames. The game started, when my capture card starts to just break. But that's whatever. But we're entering a whole new era of games where it makes the speedruns more interesting as such, I guess, with more unique things happening in them instead of just the same old formula of, for example, Pokemon. Oh, go to this place. No, sorry, let me do this. Yeah, go to a bunch of places, do the gyms and whatnot. Like, we seem to be moving away from that formula. And as we've seen with Pokemon Scarlet and Legends Arceus, we really are starting to move away from that formula. Dude, I'm at 2 coins. I hate Dolphin Shells with a burning fucking passion. And it's just, it's fun. Like, these games are also gonna come with their own, like, unique 100%, we'll say. But I'm not sure that... I'm not sure how many games I'll find that I actually want to speedrun. Like, Mario Kart World is going to be... Mario Kart World's going to be one because, like, Mario Kart is one of those series that basically everyone who's ever run a Nintendo game, like any Mario, especially Mario, but also people like Pokemon speedrunners, Zelda speedrunners, it's a game that they've all speedrun. So many people have run it just because of how easy it is to pick up and play. So Mario Kart World will definitely be one. Just because it has the interesting tech and whatnot. And then with like Pokemon, maybe, I don't even know. Donkey Kong, maybe. Though I am really excited for Bonanza. Not Bonanza. Age of Imprisonment. Like, more looking forward than you could imagine. Also getting games like XD and Coliseum. Cool. Keep missing every fucking thing. Yeah. So I'm just getting spammed with Discord pings, and it's like very distracting to talk. Please. Also, this track is just not that easy in general. Mount Wario. I don't remember what my PB is actually. Well, 48 tracks. I think it's like 130 or something. I'm kind of hoping that the speedruns for Mario Kart World are very diverse in that I can have a really long old track speedrun if I really wanted. That's like probably no more than 2.5. But I can also have like some other things, like a knockout maybe. It's a bit shorter. I think when it comes to Mario Kart World, I feel like it's a game I'm gonna speedrun a lot. Like maybe not run all tracks a lot, but like 100% for example. Like I feel like I keep saying like, I feel I'm going to continue to play that game a lot, and it's going to be like that game I play when I don't have anything else to play. We'll see though. In theory, I'd like to try and do a speedrun of every official like Nintendo licensed Switch 2 game. But that's just too expensive. Definitely feel like Mario Kart Mario Kart Bonanza. Mario Kart World will be a game that I speedrun for a while. Also, a big reason why I'm doing 96 tracks instead of 48 is that what was I saying? Is that I would like to get a base 48 tracks and a DLC 48 tracks PB. Oh, that was close. But I'd like to get a base time for each of these. And also, it's the weekend. I have time. And it's the weekend. Why the fuck not? Something else is also going to be absolutely sick. Hopefully. is that I plan to actually homebrew my Switch. I actually plan to homebrew my Switch when I'm done with this. When I get my Switch too. Meaning that if I wanted to, I could run 1.0 TFTK. And like it actually be easy, and I don't have to do any stupid crap. And even some other games. Like Skavai any percent, dude. It's gonna happen. If I can actually get on 1.0 Skavai. If I can get on 1.0 Skavai and actually start doing like rooting and crap for it. Because there's a whole like glitch sheet with like roots and stuff on it. I think I'm actually the only Skavai runner that cares about like base any percent. Like if you could run 1.0 Skavai on Switch 2, having like consistent 60 frames and like the game runs okay, and I can have my whole thing of what am I saying? My whole thing of 1.0. Like the run could actually become shorter than Moon. And it wouldn't even be that hard. What the fuck? Okay. I guess that means I got 3 coins, but it means I lost the 2 that I had. And I lost the coins anyway. Fuck you. Fucking hate this track so much. I hate this track with a burning fucking passion. I can't wait for Mario Kart World where they're all just new tracks. There's no retro tracks. They're all new tracks. I say that, and then when DLC comes, retro tracks are included, and I'm gonna kill myself. It's funny to think that I'm playing a game that's basically the equivalent to 11 years old. Probably closer to 12 actually at this point. Because this is just, if you were looking at this, you wouldn't be able to tell if this was Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Just like actually the worst, one of the worst tracks in the whole Mario Kart speedrunning universe. That's, I don't even know what this originates from. This is just new. Oh yeah, most of the first tracks are just new tracks. I forgot about that. Bowser's Castle. This fucking crap track. I hate all of the Special Cup. I think the Special Cup is one of my least favorites. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate Bowser's Castle. I hate Cloudtop Cruise. I hate Bone Dry Dunes. And actually, Rainbow Road's not that bad. Rainbow Road's not too bad. It's kind of like not great though. I don't like Rainbow Road. Asshole. Ah. I'm gonna go mentally insane when it comes to coins. Oh. For Mario Kart World speedruns, I'm kind of interested to see who is going to be the fast character. It would be kind of upsetting if it wasn't a new character. For the first couple of days, like, or even like the first couple of weeks, even if it's not a main character, and I'm still just trying to get used to the controls and the tracks, I'm going to just run whatever. Like, I'm not going to focus on a new character. On a meta track. I'm kind of just going to run whatever I feel. Just because, like, we're playing a new Mario Kart, and you expect me to speedrun the new Mario Kart using the same, like, Roy Biddy Buggy combo. When I could be running, like, Monty Mole, or the Cow, or a fucking Cataquack. Like, I will just change it up. Dude, I'm kind of like no speed, but yet it's still incredibly scary. Okay, this is better. Honestly, this run's not been too terrible so far. Like, I'll admit it's not been ideal. There's been some few mishaps. And as soon as I say that, I fuck up. Okay, well, why do I open my mouth? What? Okay, I should have hit that. Again, I'm incredibly scared to fall off a track there. Uh oh. Oh my god. Alright, cry yourself to sleep, ladies and gents. You can never do a single track in this game properly. Every time you get the undoubtedly and you fuck it up somehow. Every time. When the last time you played this game and it went normally? Shit. Okay. We don't want the best run ever. I could definitely get world record, you know, first try. Like, easy. Just give me, like, 10 runs. But I don't want to do that well, because then I get discouraged. And how the fuck have I only got 1 coin? How in the ever for living a fuck do I only have 1 coin? I'll take that, actually. I might go up top more. That kind of worked. I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of worked. Yeah. Well, I didn't go up top because I don't actually know why. I'm also starting to feel like not going over that hump is faster. But again, I don't know. Yeah, it's not too many tracks. It's only 96, you know. Alright, thanks for the good luck. Blood. Oh my god, I'm crap at this game. If you're doing well on this fine Friday. I had to think then. I split way too early there. Got to get my absolute practice in for the next 2 months. I hate coins so much. Doing the usual. That's fun. Sometimes we don't always need to spice it up. This is not actually a bad track for coins. Ooh. No. Please. Wow. I actually didn't find time trials too hard in this game. The thing that killed me off was mirror. Going for 3 stars on mirror special cup. Because I already hate special cup as it is. And I just, for the life of me, could not get mirrored. And it was like well over 45 attempts. But now I resign to 96 tracks and maybe a 100% run if I can be bothered. Or even a 200% run. So that's 20 hours that I don't know if I can be bothered. I did get them all in 200. I don't know if I got them all in everything else though. I know I gave up on 50 because painfully slow. 150 I may have. I don't really remember. I kind of just can't play anything that's not 200 is my issue. I think 150 is like incredibly slow. So playing on 50 is like considerably worse. It's like a death wish for me. Which is why I'm glad that in 100% you don't have to whatchamacallit? You don't have to play 50%. 50cc. It's weird with this game though, because I always seem to lose my splits somehow. I never have a set of splits. Also, that crab's in the new Mario Kart. I'm gonna keep pointing it out because it's ridiculously stupid. I have a bone to pick with the sidestepper, aka the crab, is that in the box art for the game, the crab doesn't hold the wheel at all. And on a bike, the crab is just there. There's no... It's not even sitting. It's kind of just in an idle animation standing on the bike. Exactly. Mario is stealing crabbing. Some of the characters in Mario Kart World that we've seen are just beyond stupid, and I love it. Like... the bonefish dude, Cataquack, the Conkedor things from Mario 3D World. They're so random and I absolutely love it. I definitely cannot wait to use some of them. It'll be my... Mario Kart World will be my game that I can just play on hours on end, hopefully. Whilst I wait for age of imprisonment. I don't have any coins. I could have had 4. Instead I goofed and I hit a fucking try. Oh, how did I not hit that? Okay, you're not even gonna complain. Oh. I hate Toad Turnpike. I hate it. I hate it. It's not like the worst track. I have like a mutual relationship. Yeah, it's been boiling all day for me. I don't know the temperature. It's probably around there, maybe even a bit more. It's like a really hot day today. What the fuck happened there? And actually, I didn't mind being in school. I actually ended up going on the field, playing some footy ball. But I just know that rain is going to happen. It's going to rain a lot, probably. So I'm waiting for it. Look at that, we're already 40 minutes in. There's only like 2.5 hours to go. A bit more than that, but sure. It wasn't that bad when I walked to school this morning. It definitely wasn't blazing out like it was like 2 hours ago. But it was pretty average, I'd say, actually. Oh, are you kidding me? I wonder if the Nintendo Treehouse thing still has like so many people in the thousands, on at least on the YouTube one, screaming, "Don't, well, lower the prices," or whatever it was. What was it? I actually decided to put shorts on for the first time this year. Right now. Are you kidding me? I should probably check the Treehouse thing. I wonder what they're doing. I stopped after they finished the Mario World thing because they were on about a game that I just don't care about. In fact, I've never heard of. I remember Truly was on about it yesterday. How there's been no ZA on there at all, which doesn't surprise me that much. It doesn't surprise me too much because Nintendo always like to do their own. Not Nintendo. Pokemon Company and Game Freak like to keep their things separate. So I'm pretty sure we did get some gameplay stuff of 60 frames thing, didn't we, at one point? Maybe they did do it on the... I don't know. I don't think they did, right? Or am I stupid? Honestly, probably the latter. That doesn't work at all. Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm excited for Mario Odyssey. Is Mario Odyssey one of those games where they're doing their, like, edition stuff? Because they were doing that with Forgotten Land, Kirby. They're adding, like, an extra story bit. Which, that being part of a speedrun, hold. HDR? What the hell's HDR? Hold. Doing wonders right now in the world. I still don't have 10 coins, but who cares? Why did I do this again? Look at that, going up to 8. Finishing the race. Holy crap. Just so good. Yes. Probably. I know most games are. It's gonna help a lot with... I was mentioning this earlier. It's gonna help a lot with... One, making games more interesting. Like... Excuse me. The whole thing with, like, Donkey Kong. Where you have... The whole open... Like, you break the whole rocks and whatnot. Or at least what they showed the first time. And it's gonna be... It's going to be interesting on how unique those games can be, and also how unique it would make speedrunning. Like, speedrunning and casual gaming as a whole, with the whole new power of the Switch 2, is going to get a massive boost, and I'm really excited for it. Why did I hit that? Yes, Scarlet without lags. I mentioned this to Albie, but that's probably one of the more exciting things. And how I wonder how much time it would save in any percent if the game didn't lag. And the game ran at more than 10 frames per second. Because it would be funny. It would be nice to see. I don't know if I have the mental patience, though. Yeah, everyone's been talking about it and how it's going to be a different category, probably. Which, that, again, truly said this in the best way possible. It's probably going to be like the 3DS with the whole... well, I think it's only on the Gen 7. But those games are split with old 3DS, new 3DS. They have their own categories. I guess emulator, but it doesn't really fit here. Probably, because even if the game's performance doesn't get directly updated, I was going to say loads. I think someone loaded, what was it? It was either TOTK or Breath of the Wild. And they're already like 5 seconds faster on loads. And that adds up a lot. And I feel like loads is not something that's like... You don't need a performance patch. You don't really need a performance patch or something like that to increase loads. Please don't run into that far. I guess. Maybe PLA doesn't need a board split, or won't have a board split, rather. Like, unless it really gets to a point of, like, it makes a significant difference. So I know Scarlet's gonna need it. Like, that's hands down the... If any game is gonna get a board split, it's gonna be Scarlet. Because the game lags. The game doesn't function properly. I guess. But then that... Would that affect a physical digital type of thing on Switch 2? I don't know if there'd be any other games that would get a... that would, like, badly need to have a board split. Like, having one would be nice, but desperately need it like Scarlet. Because I don't think so. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna admit, right, I'm not happy about it. I'll say it up front. Like, that's probably no surprise. I'm not happy about it. But, like, you kind of just gotta accept it, I think. Yeah, exactly. Inflation's a thing. Like, I'm not happy about it. No one is, I don't think. But I'm not gonna complain. We kind of all expected it, I think. It's just that I think instead of it being like a gradual thing, because we had, what was it, in dollars? I don't actually know. It was like 60, I think, for Nintendo games. I missed all of those. How'd I do that? And it just comes out like new console, more money. I think it's just they introduced it with the Switch 2, and it makes it seem like a cash. I don't know. I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it. I feel like we all knew it was coming. And even though it sucks, like, there's not much you can do. At some point, it was going to happen. It's just kind of... It makes sense, I guess, to do it with the Switch 2. And even if the console itself, for what has been announced at least, look, that's not even too expensive, the console itself. I haven't seen one complaint about the console. How do I do that? For rich people who want to see their numbers go up to infinity. I guess. at least one thing that I've seen, or one thing that I've said is that the Switch 2, at least for me right now, isn't a need. I don't need to buy one. I'd like to buy one. Because, you know, cool. I don't need to. Yeah. What was the other thing I was saying? Damn, what the fuck? I was gonna say something else. Everybody else. I just don't see a need to complain, especially on the Nintendo live stream. Like, you got people, like, what was it, 100,000 odd people? Can I stop missing all the coins? Like 100,000 people yesterday on that live stream. Whilst they're all doing the game showcase thing. Something really cool that everyone should be like, wow, this game looks so good. I can't wait to play it. I went the wrong goddamn way. And it's just bombarded with 100,000 people going, lower the price, or whatever it was. Don't raise the price, or something like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. I need to quit with some head. Run's dead, everyone. I wasted an hour of my life. I wasted the length of a... Fuck. I wasted the length of a Scarvi intro. That's why I don't run Scarvi. I'm kind of just dead when it comes to Pokemon. I can't lie. Extreme is left. I'm not one for politics, really. I don't really know what that means. All I know is the UK government, and it is dumb. Fair enough. I guess to you that would make sense. To me that really doesn't make any sense. I know British politics, kind of-ish. But apart from that, not really much. I'm not gonna lie. I know that, I think Germany has like a left and a right thing, and one party is like really hated or something along those lines. God, we're not even halfway through 48 tracks. I need to remember that this isn't 48 tracks. This is 96. Maybe it is a bit long. Oh, this says Music Park. Oh no, these are the wrong splits. Now I need to quit. It's the wrong name. It says Music Park. This isn't Music Park. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Also, apparently, I don't know if this is true, but in Japan, the conversion rate for Switch 2 games is actually like, I think $65. If you convert the price of Japan games to America, apparently. I don't know if that's true. Honestly, it doesn't really affect me. I'm not American. I'm a proud-ish British person. Who has basically no life. I have no idea. But, again, I guess... I don't know. People were on about the tariffs from, like, Trump or however the fuck that works being a part of the price thing. And it's so annoying, because it might do. But, like, it's a worldwide price increase. And I don't know how much it really affects it. I think the UK, it's like I think it's £75, or at least that's what Crisis told me. With tax, I think that's how it works. I don't know. I think Crisis told me it was like 75, I think. Which is annoying, but it's not even too bad. I mean, I don't think I bought a game since they updated that price. That first initial thing where it was like 10. And it went from like 50 to 60 or something like that. So I didn't get hit by any of that. Because I don't remember the last game I bought that was like full price. I mean, the last game I actually bought was Detective Pikachu Returns. Don't ask why. But that was like an eBay thing. But it might have been no, it wasn't Scarlet. It might have been Kevin the Forgotten Land? Question mark. It's been a while since I bought like a full price game. Because nothing really piques my interest. What have we had? We've had Princess Peach Showtime. That looked really annoying. It actually strained my eyes to play. And didn't look that fun, in all honesty. We had a couple of games, but none of them looked interesting. Jamboree, that was another one that didn't look too great. I've only ever played two Mario Karts properly. Not Mario Karts, Mario Parties, and they weren't that great. I'm not a massive fan of Mario Party. Also, something that's pretty great is that I'm glad that I'm not one that really cares about GTA. Because that game is, what, 100? In whatever currency? And I'm glad that I don't really care about it. Because one, how long have players been waiting for that game? Like 8 years? 9 years? And it's a really expensive game that I don't particularly care about. And it's fun watching people lose their minds over GTA 6. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Help me. Don't do this to me. Imagine driving in a massive clock with other tiny clocks. There's a lot of different clocks here. Oh. Dumb. Now I'm gonna have to cry. Why did you drift the wrong way? My dude. My little Yoshi, what are you doing? As much as I love you, Yoshi, I really hope I don't. I really don't. English. I really hope that the main characters in Mario Kart World Speedruns are not you. I would like you to stay the mascot, or the new mascot, of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If I have to be honest with you. I hit fucking top. God, it is very tiring. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I heard something about the games having different prices. I think it was on. I saw it on a tweet on the Nintendo website. Someone tweeted a picture of the Nintendo. What am I saying? Someone tweeted a picture of the Nintendo website. Don't know why I can't speak English today. And I think it's like the Switch games will stay their normal 50 or 60 or whatever it is. Fucking hell. I think games like the Mario Kart, and like new mainline Zelda games like Tears of the Kingdom, for example, will be that really high price. And then for side games, for example, Mario Strikers, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, fuck, I don't know. Like those types of games are a little bit cheaper, is my guess. Yeah. That's not something that I put a lot of thought into, but it is something that I have seen. That I'm pretty sure it's not even standard price of how much Mario Kart is. Because all I've seen is that... what am I saying? All I've seen is that Mario Kart, that's the only price of a game we've heard. We haven't heard the price of anything else, I don't think. That hopefully means that Legend ZA may be on the lower end. Yeah. Which is why when I buy one, I will probably end up buying that because it is literally like crazy. But I'm hoping that ZA will be on that lower end of the spectrum. Yeah. I definitely see it as a marketing strategy. Because there's no way that they're going to intentionally just put it at, like, I guess essentially half price. But I don't... What I think Nintendo thought was that people would go, oh, $80 or whatever, because that's the only one that I really know the price of. $80 or $90 or whatever it is. Oh, the bundle there, that's looking better because it's like half price. And I don't think they expected people to react as lower the price, like going on basically a social media rampage. I don't know. I think it's maybe a bit, but at the end of the day, it's Mario Kart, an endless loop of a game with probably one of the biggest franchises for Nintendo. I think the bundle in pounds is $450, which, I mean, I'm broke. I actually can't afford that myself. I definitely already plan to get the Mario Kart title. I feel like it's customary, at least for me, to have the Mario Kart, just because it's Mario Kart. The open world does what you think it should do. I think it should have its own collectibles and its own sort of mini games and whatnot. Like Forza. Like it has an open map with like maybe races or whatever. Kind of like how Forza does its own events thing. I'm not like majorly attached to Mario Kart. Like it's not a game I play religiously. But I do really like Mario Kart. I think casually, like playing with family or friends, and even online, is really fun. And the speedruns also are really cool. I need to like play the rest of them a lot more. Like I need to play Double Dash. I don't think I've ever played Double Dash. Nope, that's a lie. I have played Double Dash. I hate 64. I played it when what was it, the Nintendo 64 NSO thing. I hate Mario Kart 64. Super Circuit's fun. I think was my first Mario Kart game, because my parents had a Wii. DS was also a goated game that I wish I would play again. I did like the story mode. Also, my favorite track right here. I can't tell, but usually all of the Mario Karts are just really good. Yeah, I need to hop back on and play Mario Kart DS. I need to play it on emulator, though. I'm not a fan of playing games on emulator. And I have to because my shoulder buttons are broke on my DS, and I'm not playing that game without drifting. That just kind of ruins it, in my opinion. God damn it. I'm so rusty. Wii also, I have to play on emulator because my Wii remotes are broken right now. But Wii is really fun. Also, Funky Kong. Like, GOAT game, Funky Kong. I definitely want to go back to that idea I had of doing all Mario Kart games, all tracks, speedrun. I don't remember how many tracks it is. That's cool. I still got mine somewhere. I haven't seen it in like a couple of years. I know it's in the house because I remember when we moved, I brought it here and I haven't touched it. So every time I look at my 2 copies of Pokemon Platinum, my Pokemon White, yeah, my White and my White 2 copy, which I need to play through White 2 as well. I still need to do that. I haven't played through White 2 yet. I need to do that on ASAP. And I actually need to beat the Elite Four on my White cartridge, because I haven't done that either. I got so many older games that I need to play, but I never do. Because when I get home, I either speedrun, and usually that's the newer games, because I don't have capture card and whatever. What's the other one? Oh, or I just don't do anything. I have a DSi, and I don't know if the shoulder buttons are broken or if they just don't work. But it's fun. I'm glad. I wish I still had my 3DS. Oh, my 2DS, sorry. My 2DS screen broke, like, 2 years ago, and someone threw it out instead of thinking about trying to fix the screen. So now I have to play all the 3DS games on emulator, which is why I haven't replayed Moon, and I really want to replay Moon. Like, I really want to replay Moon. Though it has been fun. I really want to play through Moon, but I can't be bothered training up a team and whatnot. So if I really wanted to, I could just, like, do whatever I wanted if I'm playing on emulator. I probably wouldn't do that, though, because, you know, experience share actually isn't that bad. I don't actually remember. Experience share is in school, I think, right? But there's, like, so many games. Like, Pokemon X, Moon, ORAS, I guess Yusum. I want to play through all of those games again. But I hate playing on emulator. So I haven't. And also games like Heart Gold. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Gen 4. Unfortunately, I know, like, for example, Jill would kill me. If I had to rank Gen 4 on a tier list of gens, it would have to go on the bottom. I'm really not a Gen 4, like, enjoyer. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of, first of all, the Gen 4 art style just in general. But then Sinnoh, I don't feel like it does anything. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just much rather any other generation, really. Like, even Generation 1. Generation 1 is a bit low. Actually, maybe would I put Gen 8 there? I don't know. It's either Gen 4 or Gen 8. They kind of take the spot. I did play BDSP, and that did kind of ruin it. But that's because it's BDSP. I really don't know. It's Gen 4 is quite low, though. Of course, you have the top games. Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 5, Gen 9. Gen 2 is pretty mid. Yeah. I do see that. I don't know what it is. I think Gen 7 has a massive nostalgia rush. Just because that is the game I have. If we take out speedrunning and we only include casual hours, it's probably the one I have the most in. Yeah, I can see why that would be good. Now, if they had a Legends Alola game, I'm just saying, I'd probably jump on that bandwagon. Which is also why I'm really excited for Z8, because I absolutely love Gen 6. Wow. ELA definitely seems like a fever dream for you. Okay, okay. The hate on Gen 6 I'm seeing right now. The absolute hate. That one's also got a heavy nostalgia. Anything on the 3DS is carried a lot by nostalgia, and also they are just genuinely fun games to me. 3DS is the first console where I really started to play gaming. See, when it comes to casual, though, I don't care about difficulty. If anything, I'd rather it be easy. Like, I don't play games casual. Literally ever. I never play games casual anymore. But when I do, difficulty is really not a thing that I care about. Obviously, the speedrun is a bit, yeah. I'm definitely more of a story person when it comes to games, which is also why Generation 5 is really high. Gen 5, 9 are really high due to story. Gen 8 used to be really high, but then when I started speedrunning it, I kind of got dumbed down a bit. Because speedrun was now mega boring, at least to me. Yeah, I definitely agree Gen 7's better. For me, Gen 7's just got that nostalgia, and it had a phenomenal story. Damn it. Ultra Moon improved on it massively. And Gen Moon was the first Pokemon game that I really played. Like, I had a cousin who was really into Pokemon, and I'd sometimes play like Gen 4 or something on when I would see him and he'd bring his DS. But I say Moon, it's actually Sun I played. But those games were the first ones that I played, I really enjoyed, And like, you know. I think my age has a big, oh, come on, has a big part to play in it. Because I was definitely way too young to play Gen 4. Like, I was born the year after Platinum came out. And I think the same year as Heart Gold or Silver. So I never really got to play those. Maybe it would have turned out differently if I had grown up with those games. But I grew up with Gen 6, Gen 7, and then the Switch games, but I don't like many of the Switch games. Yeah, I definitely wish I started with Gen 5. Gen 5 is one of the greatest. Also, one of my favorite speedruns. I have to do a tier list of, like, games and speedruns for Pokemon. Gen 6 was the first one at launch. I can't remember what my first game was at launch. Gen 8, I think. Oh no, I'm not... It depends on the time frame you consider launch. I think I got it, like, almost a month after it came out. Because I didn't realize it came out in November. Because I thought it came out in, like, December. Because I don't know the release schedule. But it turns out it came out in November. And I found out in a school assembly one time. Fuck. When one of my friends told me that they were playing it. Fair enough. But for the whole best Pokemon game, it definitely goes to Gen 7. 100%. I should rank the Switch games too. I'm not a massive fan of, like, any of the Switch games, if I'm honest with you. Like, I hate Let's Go. Not my type of game. Actually, no, Let's Go's not too bad. I guess when I say I hate the Switch games, I don't have an emotional attachment to any of them. Or it was like I played them and they were kind of done. I have to... If I had to rank them, though, in terms of casual, it would definitely go... I have to actually remember all the games. Oh. BDSP probably at the bottom. Just because BDSP. Then probably Let's Go into Sword and Shield. Into... Do I put Scarlet on top or no? No, I think I have to put Legends on top, if I have to be honest. Pokemon, completing Dex in Gen 7. Wait. The release schedule was too tight, or was with Gen 10 not happening this year? What, do you mean... I'm a bit confused, if I'm honest. I definitely think Legends is the top of the Switch games. There's just... I don't think there's an argument to it, if I have to be honest with you. Like, I love Gen 9. Speedrun was fun. I kind of have to force myself. Yeah, the release schedule was every 3 years, I think. Because what was it? Gen 7, 15... maybe not, actually. But I think it's broken now. I think Nintendo have learned from Scarlet and Violet. So that game didn't go well. And I think they've... No, don't know battery me. Okay, well, we're almost at the break. We're almost at the break. I can grab a charger. But I think Nintendo have decided... Because what did we have? I'm pretty sure it was in the Terra League. The ZA was meant to be a 2024 game. But obviously they pushed it back without telling anyone because they never announced it. But I think that 3-year cycle is just broken now. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't care. I don't play games for graphics and whatnot. The performance was annoying. Definitely. But casually, that doesn't really affect me. But yeah, I think the 3-year cycle's broken. If anything, we might not even get anything on Gen 10 till next year. It seems like ZA has had a lot more time put into it, because it has. But we might not even get Gen 10 till 2027. And with the whole massive theory that I heard of Gen 10 being like, I think someone debunks the code names. Well, we had the code names, which was Gaia, K, and N, I think. And someone did like Greek language crap or whatever and translated to like winds and waves and stuff. And some theories I heard about what people thought the game could be. Oh boy. Football going on? I don't know. No one's home right now. I'm home alone. And actually no one in my family watches football. It's just me and my mother, so no one watches football. The only sport that ever goes on in this house is darts and Formula 1, because I started watching Formula 1 again. This is the stupidest track ever. I know full well that in Mario Kart World, because from what we've seen, there's no retro tracks. We're going to have a DLC that's going to have retro tracks, and this is going to be one of them. I feel like there's going to be a DLC that's just a crap ton of retro tracks, and this will be one of them. And I will cry. I will cry if I have to run a retro tracks category that has this in it. This is just the most... It is actually the most boring track I've ever seen. Like, it's iconic in Double Dash, but it shouldn't have come back. Hold up. Cheeseland is very, very painful to drive. See? Proving my point. Human support is fighting for survival of the second tier as they end up doing pretty much any year. Mismanagement has turned us into an unbreakable cycle of being second and third tier. I'm guessing they're like different leagues. Is what second and third tier is. With team strength? Yeah, I know very little about sport. I play Mario Kart. But it can be very frustrating. I've seen it with my dad when he watches football. And actually, many of his friends. Because for some reason, most of my dad's friends are, like, they support the rival team. But, yeah, when stuff like that happens, it's very, very, well, funny for me. Because I don't care. People get very attached to sport, and it can be very emotional. So I do get the annoyance, I guess. When I watch sport, I watch it very, like, I don't support anyone. I mean, that's very hard to do. It's very hard to support a darts player. And I guess I've never thought about supporting a Formula 1 team. I kind of just watch the races. Kind of just watch the races. My dad tried very hard to get me to watch football and like support the team with him. And actually, I played football at one point, but I'm not pretty decent goalkeeper. I played as a defender most of the time, although I played the like children things like for 9-year-olds and stuff, and it's kind of just you're in a team from like whatever place, like village or town or whatever, and then you'd end up just playing a couple of matches. I never played long enough to get into the like the thing where it starts becoming like leagues, like a miniature league, but I was an alright defender. I wasn't the greatest. I hated the team I played for, though. Because the whole plan was to pass to the one kid, him run up the side of the pitch, and try and score. And then he'd usually miss or get tackled, because he's just terrible. Yeah, that's not great. I remember I tried rugby for a tiny bit, and I stopped because I'm stupid. And the whole passing backwards never really got to me, like, into my brain. And I'd accidentally pass forwards. Like, this was just a school club, so, like, wasn't playing against anyone. And everyone would go absolutely mental every time I accidentally passed the ball forward. Okay. Might actually have to do this. Please. 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 Thank you. Oh, that's... I was gonna say... interesting. I guess that works. Oh. Really? This is like actually the worst Animal Crossing season. It couldn't get any worse. Why are we driving in winter, dude? Come on. I love winter. Definitely doesn't make me want to cry right now. So you could very easily take benefit to this. However, I'm bad at Mario Kart. Well, lucky that didn't happen then, otherwise we wouldn't have a multi-Mario speedrunner. I was going to say Pokemon speedrunner, but not really. I mean, yeah, but you get what I mean. Ooh. I mentioned this to Trilly again yesterday on the stream about the whole how interesting the Legend ZA looks with the whole day and night stuff, and how if you have to, like, if there is 26 ranks in the day night thing, then like that could be long. That's actually quite funny because when you were on about the game the first time, you said you didn't want it to be focused on battles. But yeah, I think if it's 26 ranks, it could be a long game. Because I'm guessing the main point of the story is that you play through the game, you get Pokemon in the day, do the urban redevelopment plan. At night, you do the battles, get the ranks, and the main thing is you want to save the town or whatever. You want to save the town or something big's going to happen, and the end of the game is you want to hit rank A, get the wish, and save it. That's my prediction. I do keep forgetting there is a completely new battle system, which I hope can become a staple which Pokemon Champions, with the whole being a battle simulator, it's a possibility because now the games, if VGC goes on to Pokemon Champions, like, you don't need the standard battle system in main games for VGC. And I mean, I do play VGC every so often. But it means, like, we could have interesting battle systems, like, further developed versions of the one from Legends EA in mainline Pokemon games, or in, like, Gen 10. Pokemon Champions? Could be. Pokemon Champions will be really big. If it... I would wish it would be more like Pokemon Showdown, in terms of, like, you can just make your own team in battle, and you don't have to still train up Pokemon and transfer them in. But it's looking like you will have to just... You will still transfer them in. Because of the whole connection to home. Losing? I guess that's not too great. Sure, you can bring it back, though. Also, super excited for the GameCube NSO thing. Because I looked at some of the games that showed up on that list. Luigi's Mansion, even though I recently bought an actual copy of Luigi's Mansion that I can't actually play. Luigi's Mansion, Sunshine, Wind Waker, XD, Coliseum. Yeah. Like, we got XD and Coliseum on the Switch before Gens 1 through 3. Like, I'm really excited for that. It will be big, and I will actually get to play XD and Colo without having to use friggin' emulator. Hold up. And one of the teams go down again, just hoping eventually one of these restructurings will actually get rid of the culture of not investing into the future. It sounds like very wise words. Please. No, not this stupid bit of road. No! Trying to spend too much, because if we don't get the results, we'll still end up spending that money to save ourselves barely. Kinda seems like stuck in a death loop, if I'm not mistaken. Dude, we're almost done with the 48 tracks, finally. We're almost halfway. Almost. The only issue is that I'm much worse at the other 48 tracks. I say that and burn out anyway. For God's sake, man. I'm so bad at Mario Kart. Yep, death loops in sports are very fun. Death loops in anything. Totem Raticate in Pokemon Moon speedruns. Deathloop. Fun. They're on easy because they're allowed to be. I'm playing no items, so CPUs can just go on easy. Though if I was playing items, they'd have to be on hard. Because that's fun. But I put them on easy because when I was doing hard, sometimes they'd get in my way and like knock me off the track in the early parts when everyone's all clumped together. Damn it. I really hope Mario Kart World, if there's no items mode, I will cry. I have seen some of the new items. They do look cool, like the hammer and the ice flower. But if there's no items mode, I will be upset. Yeah, that's mainly why I don't run items, because I have to run them on hard CPU, and it's like... That's not fun. Like, every 3... You could get blasted with, like, 4 blue shells, lose, like, 2 minutes, and then runs dead. This is more of a test of skill, of, like, how well can I drive the tracks. Is this gonna PB? No, this isn't gonna PB. I will have to grab a wire before we jump into the next set of 48s. This probably won't PB. This might miss this might miss PB by like 40 something seconds. But if there is no items mode, I will be a bit upset. I'll still run it, but I'll be a bit upset. Because again, Mario Kart is one of those games that I don't have to spend like 2 weeks learning. I can kind of just play the game when I'm bored and just hop into an all track run or 96 tracks or whatever it is. Though I think someone counted it's 29 tracks, not including the parts where you have to travel to the next course. Well, yeah, when you're learning Pokemon games, as much as I hate taking time to learn games, and I'd rather just hop into a blind run, do that. That doesn't really work with Pokemon. That's why I don't know any other Pokemon games apart from Scarvi and Swish. It would be so much nicer. Yeah, you kind of have to learn, like, damage ranges and stuff. And it's kind of just not fun. Is it? Oh, it is? Is it on charge? Damn it. It's not fun, trust me. Also, this run might not be valid now, because I accidentally closed the game. If it's not, it's not. It's whatever. I hardly update. I hardly upload my runs anyway. Is this not on charge? Why is this not on charge? That's why. Yeah, that's why I like Scarvi, because most of the run is not focused on that. Most of the run is more focused on the movement, and that's also why I like Galarian Star Tournament, because you don't have to really worry about it too much. Why is the control... Oh, fuck. Dude. Wire, man. It's like looping, and I'm trying to move it, and it's not working. It's gonna get in the way. I know it is. But Galarian Star Tournament, when I'm blasting around with a level 70 Suicune, it's quite fun. Dude, I can't. This is what I get for not charging controllers ever until they're about to die and I'm in the middle of a speedrun. The other problem with PLA, though, is that I have to focus on research, which, in my opinion, is actually a million times worse. Actually, maybe it's not. But it's also not something I'd do. But games like these, I can actually kind of just open a run. I can open up the game, start a run, do it, and I really don't have to focus. And also with this game, I don't care about leaderboards at all. Like Pokemon, kind of a bit different. This game, I really don't care about leaderboards. Yeah, it was a lot easier when I did my first and only 90% run. It wasn't fast, it was 6.5 hours. But, like, you know. Yeah, it's all your fault I don't run PLA. How could you do this? How could you ruin the one thing I wanted to run? I'm joking, obviously. I feel like the more advanced it got, I probably would have fallen out of it, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. Beat Cleaver is actually the only category I can stand. Just because it's... I don't have to think about research. My brain really cannot handle thinking about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. Whilst also thinking about, like, playing the game. It is just a mental overload. And I've tried to run it. I've said this 1,000 times. I've tried to run it. It's not a game for me. Yeah, a lot of math in the head. I'm not doing too hot in maths right now, if I have to be honest with you. Like, I like the strategy of Pokemon and like the maths of calcs and stuff-ish. Not calcs, but like ranges and whatnot. But the whole research point thing is just way too much for me. Which is why I'm glad ZA looks like it doesn't have it. Meaning that I can speedrun it and not cry myself to sleep thinking about research. Like, from a casual standpoint, research points is actually really good, and I really enjoyed research points. But in terms of a speedrun, it's not my type of thing. I'm glad that ZA seems to focus more on the story. It seems to focus more on the story and then minor battle elements. Please. I think my best subjects in score right now are literally... In fact, the only ones that are going semi not terrible is computer science and psychology for me. Those are the only ones that aren't going to death. English is meh. But like, most of them aren't going too great. Please help. Please send help. I'm being bombarded by bats, which, you probably know what I'm about to say, are also a drivable racer thingy. God damn it. You're also a racer in Mario Kart. Oh, I didn't say that about the dolphins either. The dolphins are also drivable racers. And Paratrooper probably is too. And let go of chemistry as the selection had to be a bit more balanced. I don't know out of the sciences which one I like more. I can tell you which one I'm doing best in. I'm currently doing the best in physics. Everything else is kind of like dreadful. In fact, on the last two mock exams, I got this out on my three tests. I got the same score for physics and not physics for chemistry and biology, and I got higher for physics. Hype. French is gone. I hate learning the other languages type thing. Like, I have to do Welsh. I'd rather not, if I'm honest with you. It's a waste of my time. Because they seem to just teach you the same phrases over and over again. But then you sub in different words. Like, they'll teach you... They'll say, oh, we're doing a new topic. We're doing sports or whatever. They'll teach you different sports in Welsh. And then you'll use the same 4 basic sentence patterns. And just sub in a different word. Yeah. It doesn't help that in Wales, nobody speaks Welsh. A very small minority actually speak it. Yeah. Like Spanish, I could see learning Spanish. I don't care. I didn't pick to learn Spanish. But it's like, I'm not gonna probably ever use these. Like, English is a very, I personally say English is a very universal language. Like, most people, I'd say, speak Welsh. Happy Noise, great. 3 floors, wow. Must be really happy then. Yeah, I wouldn't want to imagine being on some of those lower floors. One. Gotta even out the scores. Basically starting from scratch again. So it's perfect. God, some of these tracks I have not driven in forever. Well, I cannot remember the last time I drove Tokyo Blur. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. When you're down a point, like when I'm playing Clash Royale, because that's the only thing I can really compare it to, and I lose a tower off rip, and then I somehow make a comeback, and I make it, like, even, and then next thing you know, we're kind of back at the same spot. It's like, okay, at least now all I have to do is just play as if I just started the game, and I have more knowledge of the opponent, and like what deck they're using and whatnot. No worries. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, crap. Whoopsie. Yeah. We're only 10 minutes in. This section takes forever. I've almost been playing for 2 hours. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. But we've got a tiny bit to go. We've got a teensy-weensy bit to go. Again, haven't played any of these DLC tracks in a while. Because I haven't really speedrun Mario Kart. Well, the last time I speedrun Mario Kart with DLC tracks was probably almost a year ago. I did come back to Mario Kart for a small bit whilst I was on a break from Pokemon. Now I feel like my break from Pokemon is almost indefinite. But I didn't run DLC, I ran 48. I ran 48 and just basic 48. So, yeah. But you know what? It's absolutely fine. Crap. Crap. Uh-oh. Entire week to upload 1 run. I actually would just cry. I wouldn't want to upload 1 run that took a week. I'd probably give up, if I'm honest with you. I think I would just not. I say this a lot, I'm still very glad that I don't have to deal with this Twitch purge. And that I can just keep my VODs as they were. Because I don't have many. I have my 555 Scarlet. I have my... What is it? My 430 Shield run. A couple of Skylanders runs. My Mochi run. And that's it. I guess that makes sense. I don't like leaving my PC running when I'm not home either. I'm not a massive fan of it. I'll do it when I have to. Like, I did it on my first Galarian Star tournament run. I took like a 30-minute break and I actually went to the shop. And I kind of had to because you can't really end stream or the recording. But apart from that, I haven't really ever done it unless I'm literally going out for no more than 10-15 minutes. Like walking to town or something. It's funny that that says first. And it's funny that there's multiple 1862s. There is just way too much. Way too much content. I don't know how many hours I'm at. I think I'm at like 30 something. Crap. So I can just continue to speedrun and not worry about that, and you know, not have to like stop streaming for 2-3 weeks to download a ton of things. Make sure you queue up enough uploads for the time that you're gone. Yep. Always got to make sure something's going. Well, I knew that was going to happen. I so knew it. Right, so this is the last track that I ever did real speedruns on. I used to do, when the DLC first came out, speedruns of DLC Wave 1 and 2. It was like their own thing. It was like a really short 16-minute category. So, this is the only one that I semi-know. The rest, honestly, probably don't even remember the layout of the track. Especially things like Roma Vanti. 24 PBs. I should have gone on the top one again. And ready to upload. Yeah. It also doesn't help that there is just a lot of years of streaming things to upload. Like, I didn't really start streaming till, what, 2023? I think that's when I started streaming. So I started YouTube in 2021, where I just posted random crap. I started speedrunning in 2019, or 2020, I think it's 2019. I started speedrunning in 2019. I started a YouTube channel in 2021 where I was running Jump Rope Challenge and Pokemon Unite. And then I started streaming in 2021. And then I got bored of it. Then I stopped because no one was watching. And then when I realized that I don't care if anyone watches me, and I just do it anyway, I started streaming again in 2022 a little bit. And then really focused on it in 2023. 56, that's a lot of runs. That's half of my runs that are on speedrun.com. I definitely don't regret starting to stream again. Sound like the same? You know what? That's quite cool. Samesies. That sounds so weird, but you know what? We roll. I definitely started streaming, and then, you know, I don't know how old I was. What, like 11? Something like that. So the whole no one watching me, it feels kind of pointless, definitely kicked in. Dude, I don't know this track. Yeah, I hit affiliate not too long ago. That was fun. Because of a rate of... Yeah, just follow the arrows, you know. I'm definitely not stupid. I think the way I hit affiliate was really funny. Because it's literally just a raid of 216 from someone who was doing festival percent speedruns. Well, I was doing festival percent speedruns. Who got raided by Tyrone of like 408, I think. And something that really gave me a confidence boost in streaming is that even though I never have anyone watching me stream, that entire stream that I had that raid, I maintained at least 100 viewers for about 2.5 hours. I did maintain viewers. So I'm not completely stupid. My peak, I don't know what my peak is. My peak was probably the duo effector slash deck effector relay. My duo effector run, I think I averaged, well, the prep leading up to it, and then the actual run, I think I averaged about 4. And then the deck effector was an average, throughout the whole thing, was about, like, 15. Yeah, it's not great. I hope I never have major mental problems that make me want to stop streaming. Actually, that's a lie. I've already had a few. I've had a few small ones with, like, the whole not knowing what to speedrun and whatnot, but that's not IRL things. I hope I never have a IRL thing that makes me want to just stop streaming. Like, granted, I've had IRL things, but not something that makes me want to quit streaming. Because I find it really fun. It gives me a reason to speedrun. And even if no one's watching, I mean, I like to speedrun. I don't need anyone to watch me speedrun. Streaming has definitely helped a lot. In terms of me not just sitting down being lazy for the rest of my life. Yeah, school has definitely hit a lot of my friends. I say my friends. I'll say my streamer speedrunner friends, because most of them are way past university. I think I was at a good point when COVID hit. Like, I was how old I was. How long ago was COVID? 2019? 5 years ago, I was like 10. 10. I was 10 when that happened. And I wasn't really stressing about exams or anything. Like, that was the last thing I was thinking about was exams. Now that I'm coming up to exams now, though, I'm slowly starting to realize that I don't think I'm going to do well. But I'm not worrying about exams. I know that if I do, it'll end up doing worse. I'll do worse in exams if I start worrying about them. Okay. I think the best bet, at least for me, is to do the focus on money and whatnot. But I think school is helpful for some people, and then for others, it's a very hit or miss thing for me. I do like computer science, at least for me. Learning to code could definitely really help me in the long run, and also how computers actually work. Because when I started streaming, I read the thing that said bitrate. I don't know what bitrate was. Now I can say I know what bitrate is. I can't off the top of my head. in detail. The whole, like, I don't know. All we gotta do is just enjoy the streaming, you know? Enjoy speedrunning. That's why we do it, after all. That's why I speedrun Mario Kart, because actually, surprisingly, learning Pokemon speedruns stresses me out. I get into this mental block of, I want to learn this game, like Moon. I try and learn it. And then I start learning it, and then I get hit with this mental block of, oh, damage ranges, stats, blah, 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 and it becomes too stressful. Oops. See, it all worked out in the end. And that's the main thing, right? Even if it is hard. I'm speaking of philosophy as if I've gone through school. I'm like right in the mutts of it right now. It's a very, very crazy ride. I definitely can't wait for school to be over, though. As much as everyone says, oh, you'll miss it when you're older. And I say, shut up. It's probably not true. Yeah, that's what I think. I can't wait for it to be over and I have more freedom with what I want to do. Instead of doing the whole maths, English, science stuff, things that I don't want to learn, things I don't understand. And if I want, I can go on to more education. If I don't, I can move on to work. I can have more freedom with what I do. This is a bopping tune, though. Crazy tunes. As much as I hate Sydney Sprint as a track, to drive. Actually, I like the track aesthetically, and I like the track's design. I hate just racing on it, though. This music is quite cool, though. You gotta admit. I'm sorry. I saw if you have lots of friends, you'll miss it, and then I heard, luckily I got bullied. And it, okay. That is not something I ever expected to hear. I do have friends. I'll admit that, I do have friends. But even if, I hate school so much. It is the one thing that I just cannot. And the one thing I think of it is that after school, if we stay friends, we stay friends. If we don't, I'm sure I'll make new ones. Like, I've already got a ton from just speedrunning alone. Like, I've got a ton of friends and people that I chat with from speedrunning. PSR is a big one. Dude, I'm never getting a coin on... I'm not getting a coin on this. Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing that happens with IRL friends, is that everyone kind of... You were friends because you had... No, not you had. But you were friends because those were people that you hung around with in school that you had to see, basically. And then as it becomes more, everyone not only starts to get busy, but you're not in this kind of loop of being forced to see each other. Yeah, that's good. I've never met anyone that I talk to frequently IRL, because that's just... Most of them are at least 10 years older than me. Because I've learned that I started speedrunning quite young. And also, I can't. I don't go out anyway. But the whole IRL school friends is that you're not in this kind of bind loop to see each other every day. Like, not saying you feel forced to, but school kind of forces to bring you together. Whereas when you're not in school, there's nothing that's bringing you to spend time with each other, and you kind of just do your own thing. Which is kind of what I do. I do like doing my own thing. Whoops. 10 years ago, made Minecraft videos with someone. I've never made a proper video with anyone. It's kind of sad. Though, I literally only make YouTube shorts. I solely make YouTube shorts on Pokemon speedrunning. And that will change, actually, because making shorts on Pokemon speedruns is hard when I don't know any of them really in depth. Like, I know the basis of all 10 base games. But, like, I don't know them in depth enough to make videos on them. And I get really demotivated. I get this rush of motivation. I make, like, 3. Like, for example, I made this... Damn it, I'm so getting off the track here. No, I'm not. I made a stretch of 3. It was, why is Hawlucha used in XY? Why so many Pokemon used in XY? And then I just kind of got bored. 2 months later, I come back. Tepig in Pokemon speedruns. Why is Tepig not used in Pokemon speedruns? Why is Nidoking in Pokemon Red? And what was the other one? God damn it. The other one was... what was it? What's my latest video? What was the latest video? Oh. There was one about pay to win. Any percent with DLC. Yeah. I think YouTube Shorts is a good way for me to make videos, but I just get very varying bits of motivation because I'm always on and off Pokemon speedrunning. Like, it's not something I consistently do. And it takes me like 3 hours, which isn't a lot for a YouTube video, I know. It's a lot for me to edit them. And I feel like doing more informal videos and stuff, talking about fun things. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I could force myself to do anything. I just clip through the ice cream. Like, if I don't... Scarlet and Violet, that's a big example of this. When I want to run Scarlet and Violet, I'll run it. But if I'm like, I want a PB... Like, if I want to PB, but I just can't be bothered doing a run, I won't. Even if I have a reason of I want a PB, or, for example now, I wanted to derust Pokemon Scarlet. I had a massive thing of I wanted to derust Scarlet for the performance update, so that when that came out, please can I stop falling off? When the Switch 2 came out, I would be derusted and I'd actually do well. I hate Sky High Sunday. That's a Sky Height Sunday. Found my niche things that I like to do, so I give myself the best setup to do them. Yeah. Also streaming. Streaming falls into that. If I want to stream, I'll stream. However, if I'm like, I should stream, if I don't want to, I won't. Fair enough. Something I've really learnt with speedrunning is that I'm really not good at sticking to one game, which really fuels into why I like multi-game speedruns. Like, I cannot for the life of me stick to one game for more than like 2 weeks. I get bored so easily. Yeah, I've wanted to do multi-Pokemon for that reason. I cannot do it. I actually physically cannot bring myself to do it. Because Pokemon are hard games to learn. Like, that's 2 years worth of game learning. I'd be bored of that in a heartbeat. Which is why I thought of Multi-Mario Kart. Which is why I thought of Multi-Mario. However, I'm not one that's really interested in many of the Multi-Mario games. Or at least 3D Mario games. Like, the Galaxy games seem really slow and not for me. I hate 64 because of the controls and the camera and whatnot. And everyone just likes to complain about Sunshine, so I never feel like running Sunshine. The only ones I run are Mario, Odyssey, and the 3D World on occasion. Definitely need to like playing games. But it also doesn't help that... It doesn't help that not only do I can't stick to one game for like a week, is that I make decisions like, oh, I want to run Pokemon Scarlet and I want to get a good time. I wake up the next day, that motivation's completely gone, and then I'm stuck and I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh, I feel like I want to run Pokemon Scarlet. I have the motivation to right this second. I wake up, that's gone, I don't want to run it. I really can't stick to anything. So, again, games like Mario Kart, where I really don't have to learn much and I can kind of just do runs. Really helpful. I'll leave that in just a second. Especially the Galaxy games 100% so many times before even speedrunning them. Yeah, I guess. I know the Multi-Mario is probably one of the most popular multi-game things ever. The second half already started and you're already behind again. That's great. You know, that's just brilliant. It's really annoying that my main issue with speedrunning is that I can't stick to any games. That guy's gonna be raceable in Mario Kart World. Is that I don't like to learn new games, really, like Pokemon more specifically. Anything that's like a 3D platform is not as bad. But I can't stick to a game more than like a week. After the first run, I kind of don't get attached to runs. And like, my decision of I want to run this game literally can change within an hour. It's like, it's really, really frustrating to have to deal with that. I'm definitely part of that, and I don't play games casually, and I usually just end up doing a first playthrough speedrun. Because that's how I like to play games. I like to play games fast. And it's like, I'll do that, and I'll maybe enjoy it. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Yeah, I don't like casual gaming. I like to do a first playthrough as a speedrun. That's how like much I like speedrunning, which is okay. Like, I'll do a speedrun. I'll say it's a speedrun, though in reality it's me doing a speedrun, though it's kind of just me fumbling on where to go for like however long. And I'll be like quadruple the length of world record. That's kind of how I like my casual games. But I like to speedrun, but all of my issues I have with speedrunning make it really difficult to do it. And it's really not fun. It's really frustrating when I'm like, I really want to run this game, but I have to learn the game. And I don't want to learn the game because the game is really hard to learn. Or, I want to run this game, I know how to run this game, and I've run it before. But, like, I'll change my mind in 2 seconds and I don't want to run the game. Or, for example, Scarlet. I want to run Scarlet, but, like, I don't mind any percent of Scarlet. It's not too bad. But, I'll start a run, and by the end of the intro, the utterly boring intro, I quit. I feel no motivation to continue the run after about the first 40 minutes of Scarlet. or 6 tracks, probably. These tracks are probably going to get a bit longer, just because I'm dreadful at them. But it's a really frustrating combo, right? Of you want to run something, 2 minutes later you don't, and then you're annoyed that you don't want to run it. Or like you want to learn it, but you just feel like you're in this state of I can't. You don't know why you can't, and you don't know why you want to not all of a sudden. You just don't. Like, I've got so many goals for games and so many games I want to learn. And it's not like I'm being overwhelmed with... I've got so many games that I want to learn, but, like, no time to do it. It's like, I want to learn this, I want to run it, I'm going to try, and then I'm going to not want to run it. And then you just get stuck in this feeling of, well, what do I do now? So then I always crawl back to, like, the 2 or 3 games that I run that I don't enjoy that much and don't really care about, which then makes me not really enjoy speedrunning. And then next thing you know, I hate speedrunning, I don't like streaming, and I won't stream for like 2 weeks. Because I have nothing to speedrun that I want to speedrun. But then when I want to speedrun something, I can't. Or I want to learn something, I can't. It is literally an impossible to escape death loop that I'm in right now. Crap. Which is why I'm hoping Mario Kart World is an actual good game that I can speedrun. I can speedrun that game and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to learn anything. Like, I'll have to learn track layouts, but that just comes with practice. Like, I don't have to make save states and whatnot. I can do a run. I can finish a run fairly decently. In every race, I learn how to play the tracks a bit more. I don't have to look up guides. And the runs aren't incredibly long, like 5 hours. Like, this run's a bit longer than what I would usually do for a Mario Kart speedrun. But that's because it's almost 100 tracks. Like, if I was doing 48 tracks, oh, it's like an hour and a half run, and it's not even that bad. It's actually a really long track. But, I don't know. I'm hoping Mario Kart World has, like, its old tracks, or speedrun, I guess. And it's probably no more than about 2.5. And then you have the 100% and you have the longer categories. And that's why I was really excited for Legends ZA, thinking, oh, new Legends game, it won't be whatever. But I've kind of lost, as much as I'm really excited for it, in terms of speedrun. And like, now that I'm slowly thinking about Pokemon, like, as a burden to learn, I'm starting to get less and less excited. Like, I'm still really excited, but I'm starting to get to the realization that maybe PSR just isn't for me. Like, I'll run the new game when it comes out for like 2 weeks, and I'll get a decent time. And then I just, like, bugger off for like 2 years. Maybe I come out for a run once every 2 months. Like Saiyan, he kind of just runs and then goes away and then comes back. Geel does the same thing. Like, he'll run, he'll do his like Octopector thing. Oh my god. And then he'll just go away for like God knows how long. He'll run like Trauma Center or something. It's really weird. And I feel like I'm going to slowly fall into that category of, I'll run the new game for a bit. Maybe I'll run an older game if I feel like it. But I don't take it much further than that. Oh, that's not fun. And I stick to more things like Mario Kart. Like the racing games. The games that are easy to run that I don't have to put whatever time into running. Which obviously those games will have the more competition in them because if it's a really easily accessible game, then everyone's going to be running it. I guess that's where my sense of being able to run longer categories kicks in. Oh, bugger off. Okay, and now the wire is slowly starting to get in my way. We might have to unplug the wire soon. And just deal with it. I'm not gonna do it now though because it's like still another hour of the run. Actually probably a bit more than that. No, maybe not a bit more. Maybe it is just about an hour. Also, you can see in these later races, I kind of just don't pick up coins because I don't know coin locations. Like in the original 48, I know where coins are and I know how to pick them up. This, I don't really know how to drive these tracks and I just don't do very well. Because I don't drive these tracks really unless I'm doing a 46 track run. Because I don't really play this game casually at all. Because like, kind of boring. And then I only really do speedruns of 48 tracks. And then when I do 96 track runs, or when I do, no, I mainly do 48 track runs, which doesn't include these tracks. And then when I do what includes these tracks, it's a 96 track run, which I do like once in a blue moon. So it's like, I don't ever really play these tracks unless I'm doing like time trials, which sometimes I do. Though the only real one I've done is Toad's Circuit, which is like the easiest track in the entire game. It's a lie, but you get what I mean. Crap. Though a PB here is actually very doable. If I just play decent and like not poop the whole run. Damn it. Damn it, dude. Wyatt, man. The absolute fucking... It keeps looping in like so weird ways and then the wire just comes out. I'm just gonna take it out. I don't even care. I'll take it out. My PB's actually not that bad, I don't think. In terms of like being beatable. Whoops. Okay, I have to focus on this one. It's like I'm very bad at this one. As seen by my poor performance. Yep, as seen by my poor performance and the fact that I just cannot drive in Merry Mountain because the whole track is just booty cheeks. Okay. Ugh. Oh. Okay. We're still going. We're still going strong. Whoops. Nope. Okay. It's great when I play on easy CPU and I actually just cannot lose. Can't lose the race. That is so much fun, you know, when you can't lose the race because you're just so good. This. And bump. You're so good, you can't lose the race. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite tracks as well. Like, you can't drive on this track and go, this is bad. Like, the actual track itself is aesthetically pleasing. You're in space. Like, you drive on planets and all that other stuff. Please don't fall off. I don't think this track is built for 200cc. Oh my god. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got solid music. You actually cannot go wrong on this track. I have to say this is probably one of my favorite Rainbow Roads. If Wii Rainbow Road wasn't so iconic to me, like, I think this would top it. Actually, this might top it. Like, Wii Rainbow Road is very iconic, but to drive on, this might actually top it by a lot. Oh, just skip everything. Yeah, just get like the craziest airtime ever, to the point where you have to be forced back on the track. Just get forced back on the track. That works. Okay, Amsterdam Drift. We're coming very close, I feel. I think. To Rome Avanti, and that's the one that scares me. Athens Dash and Rome Avanti just scare me. Amsterdam Drift doesn't really, though. We are only, like, halfway through the tracks. At least. We're way more than halfway through the run at this point. We are coming back, though. Oh. No, I don't know what way to go. I try and pick up coins wherever I can, though I really just don't ever really pick up coins in these DLC tracks. How do I miss all of those? It's like I try, but if they're not something that I'm good at, and I probably won't get many. Just because I haven't practiced 96 different tracks. Is this just going back the way I... Definitely didn't need to, but whatever. Dude, pick up a coin. See, now this is beautiful. Okay. That was actually quite a beautiful part of the track. We're coming up on the hour mark for DLC tracks, which is quite spectacular. We are also coming up on another great one. Wii Rainbow Road. No, Wii DK Summit. Whoops. My bad. I'm not okay. Trust me. I need some mental help. I need like the psyche ward. At least I can actually pick up coins in this one. Oh. No. Okay. Not fun. Alright, I can grab one more coin somewhere, surely. Dude, Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong. We should ask. Do you know what we should definitely do? We should ask, like, old Donkey Kong how he would feel with new Donkey Kong. You know, the new design. I think... Okay, I've got something to say. With the whole change-up of the Mario characters, because obviously, you know, you got Donkey Kong from the movie. You've got Mario Wonder has changed up a lot of characters. And, like, everything is getting completely changed, basically. Like, I think as much as I believe it's gonna be a change for the better-ish, because like these character designs are old. These character designs are from like the DS, like Mario Kart Wii, and actually from the new Super Mario Bros. Stuff. Even before that, actually, because like, but these character designs are old. That's God damn it. That's the point I'm trying to get at here. And as much as I feel like I'm going to miss them, it's definitely going to be... It's going to be really hard to change... adjust to the change. Because, like, this is an iconic Yoshi, and I don't know if Yoshi's changing at all. Like, I don't know what you'd really change about Yoshi. And also, I don't think we've seen Yoshi in any actual gameplays yet. But, like... Oh, I made that one. Barely. Like, it's gonna be cool. It's definitely gonna give off a good thing of, like, a fresh new console vibe with a new Mario Kart. A fresh new console with fresh new Mario Kart with fresh new character designs and probably the craziest Mario Kart we'll ever see. Like, you know. It's going to be something. Like, they started doing that for Pokemon with Scarlet and Violet. Some Pokemon got, like, majorly redesigned in 3D. Because, like, people were sick of floating Tropius. Because that makes perfect sense. And obviously Legends EA is gonna very much contribute, I think, to that. But it'll be fun. And also for new 3D Mario, if we ever get one. Still coping for them to announce a new 3D Mario. Like, trust me, they'll do it. They will announce a new 3D Mario. It's gonna happen. They'll probably do what they did with Mario Odyssey, where they'll announce it, like, seemingly close to the release of the Switch 2. I hate when that happens. And then it won't come out for, like, a couple of weeks. A couple of months. And then it'll drop, and it'll be the greatest thing known to man. Please. It'll be the greatest release known to mankind. We're getting Mario Odyssey 2. You know, we got the Switch 2. We're getting Mario Odyssey 2. Which actually I wouldn't be mad with. Fuck. I love this stupid game. I don't know why I split. Why did I split? I thought the race was over. This is just an increasingly long track. I split for no reason. No, okay. Well, no, life is over. Life is Jover, dude. Wait, can I actually hit this? Oh my god, I can't. I can never hit that, man. Last it. Holy shit, guys. Got Bangkok Rush. I don't remember this track at all. We'll see in a minute how much I actually remember this track. It's not a lot though. Oh, actually a little bit. There's elephants everywhere. I'm assuming Bangkok is in like Thailand, right? I don't know geography very well. Don't come at me. I know you're watching the stream, or if you're not watching the stream, because you're probably not. If you're watching it on YouTube, if it PBs, shameless plug, I know. I bet you're bullying me for going, how do you not know where Bangkok is? And to that I say, screw you, I'm playing Mario Kart. You think I know where places are in the world? I'm a 15-year-old speedrunning Mario Kart for 3 hours straight. Look at me. Do I look like I know geography? Uh-oh. Dude, I still can't believe the crab is in Mario Kart. And it's not even like it's... Has anyone actually seen the crab thing? At least on the front cover. It literally just hovers on the bike. And like, it cannot touch the wheel, I don't think. I mean, that would make sense because it's a whatchamacallit. It would make sense because it's a crab and it doesn't have hands. It's really funny how just random things they're adding to the game. Like, they're adding so much just random stuff. Like, we've kind of got the main cast of characters, and now for new characters, they kind of just have to throw in whatever. And I'm liking it. I'm liking that they're throwing in, like, really obscure things. Like, they're not adding anything like, oh, we'll add Diddy Kong, or, like, anything from that way. They're adding the most obscure random things, and those are the type of characters that I love. Like, the Kongthor, the cow, we had the Cataquack, and the dolphin, the crab, the fish thing, bonefish. Like, what? No one even remembers they exist. Like, there's so many funny and obscure ones. There's so many ones that, like, actually make sense. But I feel like we should have had forever ago. Like, Goomba. What else? You got, like, the snowman. Like, just so random. I'm guessing we'll have a ton of the old ones return. Like, I'm guessing Honey Queen. Honey Queen. Funk. All of the ones from MK8DX. Everything from MK8DX. All of the new ones that have been announced. Plus some other ones like... Who did we have? We had some random one in Wii. That wasn't Funky Kong, I swear. But we're finally getting more attention to like mini enemies and like all of that other stuff. Like we're not focusing on main characters. And we're moving away from main characters and main villains, and we're focusing more on like the smaller things. Like if we could get a Luma or something, that'd be sick. And we're not adding in these stupid random characters like Pink or Rose Gold Peach or Pink Gold Peach or whatever. God damn it. I cannot tell you how excited I am for these new games. Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Pokemon Legends ZA, there was another one. I'm not really excited for Metroid Prime 4 because I'm not someone that plays Metroid. Like, I really don't play Metroid at all. Metroid is not my type of game. It's just gonna be a good time. It's just gonna be a good time playing through Mario Kart World and playing through, like, because these games are coming out in the summer as well. And I don't know about you, but when it comes to playing games in the summer, it's like great. I love playing games in the summer. Like, it's only 2 months. We've got 2 months to wait until we've got a brand new Mario Kart that we'll probably have for about 10 years. That has all these wacky characters, has crazy gameplay from what we've seen, and looks like it's going to be a fun game to run on this all-new powerful console. It feels like a fever dream that we're actually getting something. And it's good. I feel like it's a really good thing that it's an upgraded Switch. Because we kind of know what we're stepping into. It's not like, oh, this new console, there's so much stuff going on, like this random stuff, whatever. It's a Switch. It's a Nintendo Switch, and it's been upgraded. We know what we're going in with. We know the basics. We know how the Switch works. We've just got some of this extra stuff. We've got this extra stuff like the microphone, the camera, the chat, any of the hidden features. Maybe we'll even get themes. Who knows? Also, this music sounds like Sonic music from like Sonic Adventures. Or like one of the old 2D Sonics. But anyway, we know what we're getting into. And it's kind of just a thing of, oh, we're getting a Switch. So most people know the value that they're getting. But better. With more enhanced games. And games that really, they look great. I've never been a big fan of the Donkey Kong games. Or any 3D platformer game that isn't Mario. And I didn't think I'd want a Donkey Kong game. Like, when I first saw it, I thought, looks alright. It looks like it's going to be really fun. And it looks like it's going to be really fun for people that like Donkey Kong. I probably won't personally play it. But I feel good for the people that want to play it. Because it's not like I hate Donkey Kong. It's kind of a mutual thing where it's like, I like Donkey Kong. Oh, I don't mind Donkey Kong, but it's not something I'd pay a full price game for. But the more and more I've seen of it, I've seen some of the gameplay on Nintendo Treehouse, and it's like, I kind of want to play it. Like, in terms of main Nintendo games, like Mario, Kirby, Zelda, and Pokemon, and all those, out of all of those games I've seen, there's none of those games where it's like, I actually dislike this game. Like, oh, by the way, Athens Dash. I hate this track. Like, I think, what are the main ones? There's Legend ZA, there's Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, and Metroid Prime 4. Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and Pokemon, I'm like, I want. And Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, I want. Like, that's just, I want. they look like good games that I would enjoy to play. You got Kirby Air Riders, which is like I would want if we weren't getting Mario Kart already. And then Metroid Prime 4. It's like I don't hate it. It's like it looks like it's gonna be a good game. It's not a game I hate. It's not a game I'm like, oh damn, this is probably gonna be the stupidest thing ever. But it's in that same boat as where I previously was with Bonanza, where it's like, it looks like it's gonna be a good game. I'm happy for everyone that wants to play it, but it's not something that I personally would want to play because I'm detached from Metroid and whatnot. But it's not a game where it's like, this game looks like it's gonna suck, and I don't think anyone should play it. It's definitely in that boat of like, I'm personally not gonna play it, but it looks like a really good game that I think many people will enjoy. Like, out of that whole direct, there is not one game that I saw from like a mainline Nintendo franchise that I'm like, it's gonna be bad. Now, there were some other game releases that they were on about that I just didn't really pay attention. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But those type of games, oh, excuse me, those types of games are always hit and miss. Like, those games I never expect to be like, I like every single one of those and I want to constantly play them, because they're not from a franchise that I'm familiar with, if you will. Like, if I see a Mario game, I'm much more inclined to want to buy it and play it just because it's a Mario game, which is kind of like I'm buying for the franchise. It's like, it's a mainline Nintendo game. What can I say? And not one of those was bad. Like, heck, I might even buy Metroid Prime 4, and I might buy Metroid Prime 4 if I play the other ones first, and I might get Kirby's Air Riders, even though Mario Kart is there. I probably won't, just because Mario Kart, but like, it's definitely there. We're getting closer and closer, and I'm getting closer and closer to thinking we're not going to PB, which is actually fine. I kind of don't care. I don't really care about a PB, if I'm honest with you. Kind of just doing it because I felt like doing it. So, I'm going to blow. I'm not going to blow. Really? I love that you can drive with it. And there's no point me going on the outer section. Nope. I might actually be able to get 10 coins on this track. What the hell? Hold up, hold up. It's probably the first DLC track since Paris Promenade that I've actually managed to get, 10 coins. Oh, I jinxed it, It's fine, I jinxed. I can definitely finish with 10 coins, so. Not if I keep driving like that. Uh-oh. Wow. It's funny how most of these tracks are like 2 minutes, yet it adds up to like almost 3.5 hours, at least for me. Like, world record would have finished by now, which is crazy. It's not normal. Is this the start of a thing, or is this the end? We only got 12. I think squeaky clean sprint, and then we got 2 more cups. Possibly 3. Oh, this might be the start, actually. We got 12 races, that's all I'm saying. Meaning that this has got to be the start. This has to be the start, because then we got 3 more cups total. So yeah. 3 more cups total. I don't know how I feel about squeaky clean sprint. It's not my type of track, I don't think. I don't hate it, but every time I drive it, I'm like, I don't really want to race this. I do anyway. I'm like, I don't really want to race this track. It's kind of a meh. It's a track that I'd rather not, but like I will if I have to. I'm also starting to get really hungry, which is good because we're coming towards the end of the run. If I was thinking about this like 30 minutes in, it wouldn't be great, but we're just gonna power through, you know. Actually, Wiggles saved me though. Wait. Yeah, we got. This is. Yeah, this would be number 2 in this sort of thing. Whoops. How much longer? What's the date? I want to see when pre-orders go live. At least for the people who have first pick. Isn't it? Or do they... Is it for the NSO people they can pre-order now and then normal pre-orders open on the 8th? Or is it pre-orders for the people who have the requirements are on the 8th and then everyone else can scramble in a fight to the death afterwards? I actually don't know. I'll have to check after this run. I really need to sort out my pre-order thing so I can get one in ASAP because I would like a day 1 Switch 2. Or I'd like to get one on launch. I'd like to go on launch because, well, 1, why wouldn't I? And 2, I just want one. I want one. I guess not a necessity, but if I can, I would like to have one. So I'd have to look at trying to get that organized. Doop, doop, doo, doo. There's no more than about 25 minutes left of this run, surely. There's surely no more than about 25 minutes left of the run. Crap. For tomorrow's stream, because I'm gonna start trying to stream as much as I can on the weekends, just because that's the easiest time for me to stream. And otherwise, I'm just sat there doing nothing for about 6 hours a day, and it's not fun. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might whip up another 96 tracks. We'll see. Maybe we'll just do a 48. Because honestly, Mario Kart is not a bad speed game. I'm usually against doing racing games speedruns because, you know, like, kind of the point of the thing anyway is to go fast. It's like, it doesn't feel like a speedrun because you're not doing anything different than what you would anyway. But honestly, it's actually not that bad. I've grown to like racing game speedruns. Especially the whole Mario Kart and other like Kirby racing games. I want to play a Kirby racing game. I want to play Kirby Air Rider. Or Kirby's Air Ride. That one from 20 years ago that I can't remember the name of. They're making a new one called Kirby Air Riders. I think it's just called Kirby's Air Ride. God, I waited 3 hours to run this level. Oh. Great start. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is also very close to, well, it's in the list of my favorite tracks, but it's also very close to being just my favorite track flat out. I really like Duplicate. And Mario Kart Wii really helped with that one. Also the change in music everywhere you go. Like how the music gets more calm when you're in the pipe. It gets more ravenous when you're on the water stream. And it gets normal when you're at like this point. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Honestly, I find it better in speedruns when I compare to none. When I compare to none throughout the whole thing, like, I know that's pretty counterintuitive, and I might as well just run no splits. But it's like, I kind of like it. Because it means I'm not focusing on the time. Ever. I'm not focusing on the time of the run. Or the pace. And if I PB, I PB, and if I don't, I don't. Okay, this track, what is this? Vancouver Velocity. I kind of know Vancouver Velocity. But we now have 2 cups left. And then I can go check the pre-order thing and go eat food. Because, my god, am I starving. I'm really hungry. And then I can go procrastinate about how much I want to speedrun. I can go procrastinate about how much I want to speedrun Mario Kart World. Okay, I kind of have to focus here. Because I really don't know this track. I don't know most of the tour tracks, because they're those dumb tracks that change every lap, and I just don't know. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking as much. I really have to focus. So if you couldn't tell, I really don't know what I'm doing. Good job, I'm actually not that bad in Mario Kart at going on the fly. Damn it. I'm not terrible at just driving on the fly. I'm like following the track as it moves. Look at that, we hit 3 hours. My PB finishes in about 20 minutes from now. Now this is the track that I was scared for. Rome Avanti. Don't know this track, like, at all. One, go. This one's probably one of the more easier ones, actually, now that I think about it. What am I saying? Okay, I quit saying that I'm better. Or that I know what the hell I'm doing. Because let's be real, I don't. No, I do actually not. Out of all of the tour tracks, when I say I can't drive them for the life of me, and I'm not looking forward to them, this one is just because I can't drive it and I'm terrible. Not because I think it's a terrible... Also, that mole. That mole is going to be drivable. That's a character. Anywho. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Damn it. I don't... When I say I don't want to race the tour tracks, because I'm bad at them, it's usually because I'm also just... I don't enjoy them. Dude, you really can't go past this thing, can you? However, with Rome Avanti, I actually like this track. I can't drive it. It's the same with most of the tour tracks. I just can't drive them because they change every lap and I don't get time to learn them. And also, that jump scares me every time. I kid you not. Every 96 run, I get jump scared by the friggin' chain jumps. And I keep forgetting that it's gonna happen. Because I don't run 96 tracks all that often. I always forget that they are there. And when that comes around, after 3 hours of playing Mario Kart, it kind of jump scares me a bit. It's like Nintendo put it there on purpose. Just to mess with me. I don't know why I'm holding the A button. See, now this is also a really good track. It's really hard to name a good track in the DLC. The DLC added so many good tracks that I prefer. And also, I really much prefer the art style in the DLC tracks than the original base game. So it's like... It's a win-win. Like, granted, most of the new tracks that were added were just retro tracks remade. Most of them. There are some new ones. But it's like... They're all good. It's like that minigame collection from Mario Party. Where it has the collection of like 100 of the most popular minigames. And like the favorited minigames. And it's like, it does that with this game. The DLC is all of the minigames that we all loved. Except for in this case, it's racetracks. Put into one. So we can enjoy some of the old tracks. Though, granted, this track's not very... This track's not very good when it comes to, you know, that. It's not very good at 200cc is what I mean. I went off on a rambling spree and just forgot what I was going to say entirely. Come on, villager, get some life in you. Dude, I'm getting confused. When I'm holding the B button, I'm like forgetting to let go of the ZR and I'm turning too much. Okay, I went for the risky strat there. I went for the really risky strat and just kept going. Piranha Plant Cove is where I start to lose it. In terms of knowing what I'm doing. There's one track really close to the end of the run. I think it's like literally the penultimate track. That I just don't know how to drive. In fact, I don't even know where to go. And that I also just never seem to remember the track layout. This track's also really... I don't know my favorite track. And I don't particularly want to go ranking 96 tracks. It's still really windy. But I do love me Daisy's circuit as well. It's crazy that this is a Wii track and this isn't a GCN track. I thought this was. Whoops. Great. Okay, we got one more here, and I don't know if this is the track that I was thinking of. It's definitely something to do with like underwater. We'll see now. But I'm starting to get a bit cold. Yeah, it's this one. This one, I don't remember how to drive. I don't really remember the track at all. So it's like, yeah. And I don't ever practice it, which is really bad. Because it's like 3 hours into the run. And if I'm not doing this track well, I'm losing a ton of time. That's unnecessary. Like, I don't really know this track. I vaguely remember it. But most of the time when I do runs, I'm just like going along with the road. And it is one of those changing tracks, I'm pretty sure, but not till like the last lap. I think it is just the same until the last lap. No, it's definitely not. Well, okay. See, I don't remember the track enough to, you know. Also, one thing that's not great about these tracks that change every lap is that instead of being able to be like, oh, I learn how to do the base bit of this track and the rest improves. It's like, I've got this track to learn. I learned the first lap, but I've got 3 more different ways to do this track. So it's like, you never get good. It's never like, oh, I learned how to do this track, so I just do that every single lap, and it should work. It's, okay, you've learnt the one way, now there's 2 more ways that you've got to learn. There's 3 ways per track, and it's pain. However, we've finally made it into the final thing of the game. Where we've got Madrid Drive. That says Madrid. Rosalina's Ice World. Wii Rainbow Road. And what else have we got? We've got another one that I'm forgetting. Unlike the other ones, I actually like Madrid Drive. And I can actually semi-drive Madrid Drive. No pun in... No pun intended. Though I will say that part where you go into the pitch, kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's not till last lap, I think, right? You go into that stadium right there, or maybe it's now. No. Yeah, last lap when you go into the stadium. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm not terrible at Madrid Drive, in all honesty. Not the greatest, obviously. Like I was just stating. It's kind of hard to drive that section. It's really awkward, and I'm not a massive fan of it. Though it does make the track a bit shorter. SNES Bowser's Castle 3, that was it. There's a very low chance we PB this for the record. This is gonna be off PB by like probably 2-3 minutes. I do love this music though. Fuck. This is my favorite music in any racetrack. I don't even know what just happened, bro. I just want to hear the music longer, you know? No! 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 Bro, I just lost all my coins in a heartbeat. This track is actually really hard to do well. I don't even know if you can hear this on the stream. Am I actually going normally? Okay. Oh. Well. Ruined it. Ruined it last second. 2 more tracks to go. We got this. This next one is quite short. This might be able to 3-1x. If I could 3-1x this, it would be quite dope. If I don't, it's kind of whatever, but... It seems possible. Obviously, it seems and it is 2 different things, but... Look at me. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? Well, the answer is no. I don't. I don't know what I don't look like I know what I'm doing. Oh. This track is, I was going to say surprisingly short, but I just added like a solid chunk of time onto it. Kind of racing against the clock here because I don't actually know how long. What am I saying? I don't actually know how long. We Rainbow Road is. Crap. What? Bro just thought, nah, let's teleport. If it doesn't take more than... we got 4 minutes, so we should be good. This needs to be realistically like a 3-minute 45 race. But like Wii Rainbow Road is really, really, really long. Let's go. Greatest sounding theme track ever. Most iconic. Probably the most known Rainbow Road. I love how this is the track to finish off the run. How go fast? Press button on pedal. We go fast. How's it going, Jay? Welcome. You've made it just in time for the end of this kind of chill run. Not really been going for a PB, but it's okay. PB, I think PB finished about 10 seconds ago. Though I didn't really play this for a PB. I played this because I was bored, and I kind of wanted to see if I'd be dead at the end of a 96 track run, and I'm not. And I'm guessing I have Blood to thank for that, because Blood was talking to me earlier, which didn't make me question my life decisions and why I'm playing Mario Kart 3.5 hours for no reason in front of nobody. We should be actually very, very, very close. Mario Kart World is the new Mario Kart they announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 with many random characters, and you should definitely go watch the trailer for it because it is crazy. But it is going to be probably a really fun game that I'm probably going to speedrun quite a bit. And finally, they're putting Mario Kart 8 to rest after... how many years now? How many years have we had Mario Kart 8? 12, I think. But that's 96 tracks. That was actually quite a fun run. I actually wanna check PB real quick. I want to check the PB because I don't know what it is. I think it's on speedrun.com, right? It should be. Yes, but only a couple from what I've seen. Some of them have spread prices. And also, specifically for Mario Kart World, you could just buy the bundle for the Switch 2, and it's like half price. Wow, no, that was actually a PB by 3 minutes. Wow, okay. No, that was a PB. Hallelujah. Okay. That was great.